Okay, amazing. 1 more minute and we'll start.
Yeah.
Ahmed? Okay.
Yes.
Amazing. Nice. All right. I can see currently. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mashallah.
Yeah, we have a
Great
good
job. Yeah. Great marketing, huh?
Thank you. You are the great.
Amazing. طيب. Jalabi, if you could share,
Yeah.
open your camera.
Let's
Be
do the
nice.
introduction.
I
What do
mean,
you
you can
think?
see me now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
We
can
can
see.
see.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hello, Ahmed.
مرة حلوة والله. كيفك انت؟
الحمد لله, all is well.
All right. طيب,
Okay.
Mina, can you introduce, kick this off so to go with the presentation as well?
The presentation, yeah.
Is here. Yeah, I got it.
Yes. I will do the introduction and then I will leave it to our esteemed speakers, Abdullah and
All right.
Ahmad. I believe now everyone has joined, so let's kick off our webinar about digital transformation. First of all, I would like to thank you all for joining and for accepting our invitation about the virtual webinar, which is digital transformation in Saudi. Today, we have the pleasure of hosting two esteemed speakers on this topic. Engineer Abdullah bin Sumaida.
That's me.
The leading, yes.
Yeah.
The leading expert, PMO, and consultant in the digital transformation, and Engineer Ahmed Jalabi, the business consultant expert in this field as well. Each speaker will provide insights into the state of digital transformation in the Kingdom, Saudi Arabia, and the opportunities it provides to business experts like you in your business. We are delighted to have such knowledgeable speakers on board and hope you enjoy the conversations to come. Now I will leave the floor for our speakers, and we will mute you all for a while to avoid noises in the background. We will leave your questions to the end of the sessions. Wishing you all an enjoyable webinar. Thank you so much.
Right.
And I will leave
Thank you. Thank you. Just before we start, can you just admit people coming in, because I'm going to be just talking and trying to do my best here in the presentation, right?
Yeah.
Okay. طيب. Thank you guys. As Mana said, today we'll focus mainly on the digital transformation and how to achieve it and what are the components of the digital transformation. And we'll end up with some metrics and analytics on digital transformation. Okay. Again, my name is Abdullah, and Ahmed is going to be with me presenting this. Let's just start and jump in. Okay, I'm trying to fix this, but it's not. All right, amazing. طيب. Let's start with Saudi digital transformation in terms of numbers to understand the scope and the country we're working in. I'm expecting most of the people here are either Saudis or Saudi citizens, and their coverage or business is basically in the kingdom, right? And this is why we have this slide. Let's take a look at these numbers. For example, Saudi is the first in the Arab world in terms of artificial intelligence, and these numbers you can get it from me. These from certified reports and organizations who are doing this. So the first in artificial intelligence in the Arab world, second globally among the G20 countries in digital competitiveness reports, second in the world in terms of cybersecurity index, and third in terms of government digitalization, right? What does this mean? This for me means, and what I get out of these rankings, this means that either the citizens or the residents here, they are used to technology, because no one here or none of us didn't use Abshir, right? Most of us used Abshir or Tawakkalna as an example. So your end customers, if you are a CEO of a company or a hospitality director or whatever, Your end customers are technology savvy in the long run. They know how to use technology. They expect more in terms of technology and digital transformations, right? So we are in a country that cares a lot about digital transformations, about technology, about automating things and making everything obvious. Hopefully this is the takeaway you will take from this slide. Also, I'm super proud to be part of this in Saudi, and same thing goes for Ahmed Jallabi, the technology consultant here. And yeah, going to the next slide, perhaps before we talk about digital transformation, let's try to define digital transformation and what is digital transformation exactly. In simple words, digital transformation is going digital with manual processes, and instead of using paper, digitalizing everything with the integration of current systems. Automate everything. My only indicator sometimes, if I want to make it simple, do you still have paper in the company? If you still, that means there are some aspects that you need to digitalize, right? And Ahmed, if you have any inputs here, that would be nice.
Fine, you're right.
Now, going to the next slide is why digital transformation. Okay, we got it. Digital transformation is basically automation and paperless companies, processes digitalized and what's not. Now, why do I, as a business owner, would I go for a digital transformation, right? It's costly, it's not, or let's say it requires effort, it's cost, and why would I take more costs in the company, right? In order to achieve digital transformation. Right. Now, those are the benefits of the digital transformation. If you are a product-oriented company or a service-oriented company, the system will help you increase your quality, right? Now, when you have everything clear on the system, the procedures written in a system, and there is a workflow of procedures, the end product will have better quality than just managing it manually, right? Second part is the smooth collaboration between departments. A classic issue is in the billing. Now, because who initiates the purchase order, for example, is a department, which is purchasing, right? Then who receives the product or the goods is the warehouse. And who bills the product is the finance team. So if this was not in a system automated, when the purchase order is created, the dashboard for the warehouse will be updated. They have items to receive. Once it's received, the dashboard for the finance or the accounting or the AB will be notifying him that we do have received orders, it's pending billing. This will help the organization have smoother communication, smoother collaboration between different departments. And we have too many other examples, and this is one of them. Scalability. Now, you can scale your business. For example, if you had, let's say, a running ERP and a running point of sale and what's not, how do I scale faster? For example, with the mobile app, you can scale your business revenue to a bigger scope. Now, for example, I'm a warehousing company. I want to get to the end user without having too many showrooms or branches. You can scale your business by adding to your, let's say, recipe or solutions stack, a mobile app, one of the things. Other example, if you opened in a new country, it's 3 clicks and you will have the system ready, and everyone in the other country with a different culture and what's not, they will be able to use the system. Granted that the system is implemented in the best practices and standards. Faster and cheap go-to-market. This is usually in the production. You will be how the system helped me do this, right? And this is one of the questions you would ask. Faster and cheap go-to-market. If you have your inputs in the system, for example, purchasing clear and demand generation and let's call it the bar levels and reorder points, this will help you manufacture faster, right? Why? Because sometimes you want to manufacture, there is demand, but you cannot manufacture because the goods are not, or the raw material are not available in your warehouse. The system will help you mitigate this. I can see here a screen. I don't know what is it. Running. All right. Okay, that's interesting. We're running out of time. Anyways, customer satisfaction. Now, the customer satisfaction will be increased because your quality is better, because you have smooth collaboration inside, even in support team, faster and cheaper go-to-market. And the problems today, the customers are not our the 10 years customers. They expect more. And I said this at the very beginning now. When I see something like Tawakkalna, for example, everything is there, it's presented very well, the support is built in with the app, I can see everything I need to see in terms of government identification, IDs. So my customer now is not the customer that people used to. They don't just look for the product, they look for the experience. But digital transformations will help you a lot in that, to make that experience, to make it better, to make it, let's say, more friendly with your customers. This is a very important one, data-driven decision taken. Now, most of us, me included, we take decisions based on gut feelings, based on my powerful brain. But at the end of the day, if there is no data to back this decision up, that decision is up to chance, right? I'm not saying that data-driven decisions will it's a 100% guarantee of the results, but it's 100% better than your gut feeling, right? But the digital transformations help you gather the data, visualize the data in a certain way, ask proper questions, you will get proper answers. Last one is process improvement. Like, how would digital transformation help me improve my process? Most of the SaaS solutions today, if not all of them, are built on best practices and industry standards, right? So those already implemented best practices and industry standards will help your organization to adapt to those process improvements. Those best practices are not put on the systems but just implementing them to help your process, to help you improve, to help you go in quicker steps and ways and collaborate between the teams. And I'm gonna move on from this. Yeah, now we got the what and we got the why. Let's talk about the components, the how, right?
Abdullah, let me add here, if in case we get disconnected, let's join on the same link.
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is there anything? There are 9 participants who are waiting. Let's admit.
Yeah, there is 9 person, I believe. We need to accept.
Yeah. Anyways, going back to the
Sure.
presentation. Okay, so here the components of digital transformation, and there is no one better than Ahmed Jallabi here, our technology consultant, to give us, let's say, a brief about this.
Yeah, thank you for the amazing information, Abdullah, that you have shared already. And just coming back right now for the component of digital transformation, what do we have as a component? You always know what is digital transformation. So what is the component? What's including? So we'll start first with cloud computing. So before we go to the cloud computing, let's understand what is the cloud. Okay. So in simple terms, the cloud is something like a location, but it will be remotely. The remote location that you can access through the cloud, through private or public network. It's a very simple way. Okay. So now, what is the cloud computing? The cloud computing, by the way, everyone I believe will know what is the cloud computing, but we never got the term before, the terminologies. So for the cloud computing, it's how you can have different solutions, which is for the cloud computing, which is we have already working with different models of cloud computing, depend on different SaaS solutions, MaaS solutions, and iPaaS solutions, which is just simplify it, how you can access any solutions cloudly, change its setup, do all the settings that you need, and plus to that, doing all the configuration required to do through remote access.
Yeah, so just Ahmed, you said you have SaaS solutions, MaaS solution, and PaaS solutions, right?
MaaS, yeah, MaaS solution, which is
MaaS solutions. Could you give me an example or give us some examples?
Let's give you the term first. What is the SaaS solutions, the software as a service that we are using? As examples, we have NetSuite ERP system, different modes of SaaS solutions. This is the type of SaaS solutions. The other part that we have is the MaaS solution with the marketplace as a service. The MaaS solution that we have, like examples, we have Noon, is very well known marketplace solution that we have. Alibaba and AliExpress and others. Okay. So what we have at the third one, which is the BaaS solution. What I mean by BaaS, which is the platform as a service. Okay. Which is we have different BaaS solutions as for integration and other. Just to simplify it more as well, the cloud computing, it should be independent platform. What I mean by independent platform, it will not require a PC or it will not require a specific application you should install to access. Okay. So this is the cloud computing. So artificial intelligence is how you can automate business. How you can automate business.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
so
trying
for
to admit people, sorry.
No.
Go ahead.
Okay. So for cloud computing, it's very straightforward. It's how you can automate the business based on human mind. Okay. So we will do all the processes, all the automations with a specific algorithm to how to take a specific decisions. Yeah, how you can make straightforward decisions to automate businesses and algorithm to ensure that we'll have a proper understanding, predictive actions based on machine learning. Okay.
Amazing.
So for data analysis, right now, for the most important point for data analysis, which is one of the main points that we have for the component for digital transformation, which is we're starting with after automating all the business, there is no any value of having automating. There is no any value of automating the business without having any data and insight. Okay. So for the data analysis, for sure. So for data analysis, we have starting, I classifying the data for two different parts. The data analysis that you already have from the SaaS solution. For every solution that you have a specific solution or you have a specific tool or reporting tool inside the solution for cloud. So you have a specific solution, for example, ERP system, you already have the information, the reporting, the insight that related to the ERP system. But the second part, which is right now today, I have many solutions, okay? And I have a specific insight for my business. I need to prepare and discuss. So I have second part, something called the business intelligence. What is the business intelligence? Which is a smart reporting tool. You can provide all the raw data, provide the data warehousing, getting the data, transform the data in a specific way related to your business. Okay. So you can read it more. And I believe, Abdullah, you are the most people, and one of the people that you like the data transformation too much. And maybe you can provide more, one more insight here as well.
All right, putting me on the spot, huh? Now, data analysis or data science in general, how I see it in three, let's say, main components. The data warehousing, you have to have your data somewhere in one place as much as possible. Try this to have it. Why? To be able to analyze and have the more data you have, the more analysis capabilities you will have, right? Now, this is the second part. So the first part is data warehousing. As much as possible, keep it in one place. Usually, most of the ERPs can't do that. And NetSuite is great in doing that. The second one is the analytics part, which is the visualization of the data. Okay, I have data, but how do I visualize it? How do I get more insights out of it? Which is usually in most of the systems, it's there, especially in the ERPs, and they will have their own analytics tool and visualization tools. Now, the second part, which is, the third part and the last one of them is the, let's say, the edge of the data science. It's the prediction of future predictive data. How does it do that? Based on your data, based
Abdullah,
on the
I
current
don't want to disconnect you. Abdullah, I'm sorry, but I believe we need to disconnect and reconnect again because the time we are on. Yeah.
Do we have something here? All right. Anyways, let me just finish off on this and we'll see what happens. Anyways, so and last one is the data science. The data science is future predictions based on your current data. Now, to extend this more, try to take more data from the outside world, not just from your current systems. This will help you a lot to predict the future. It's not something. It's not a sci-fi. This is something already happening today, and there are companies who do that